Hi, welcome to Real Drivers Cars. In this episode, I'm going to show you a way of making the body kit for this car in a cheap and easy manner that anybody can do it. Going from a cardboard template such as this into a carbon fiber body kit. This body kit, we're going to do it in a wet layup using materials which are easily available. If you're on a budget, change the carbon fiber tissue for a glass tissue. In fact, this one we were going to do 50-50, glass and carbon, with a PVC core, and the results are going to be fun.
First thing I had to do was to repair the wings. I'd been a bit over eager and cut off a bit too much steel, though to be honest, after the wings will be fitted, a fair amount will have to be removed anyway. But it was nice to have more material on which to base my ideas from. Once I fixed the wings, I could start with the bodywork. This was all made out of cardboard to begin with. Cardboard being a nice material to play with, as you can cut it, take off, add, do as you want, and if you get it wrong, just start again, as it's not expensive material. The front wings are a bit more complicated. You have to leave more space, as during the turning circle the wheels move outwards quite a bit. Yet again, with the cardboard you have the advantage that you can change the shape as you wish. As you'll see, I've changed the shape on the rear side, on the front and back, to have a cutout. Trying to copy a bit or emulate a bit the Porsche GT3 RS. In addition to the wings, I planned on a rear spoiler and also a bit of front aero. These will probably be made later on. When all the shape was finalized, I then had to start making the framework to make the final templates. This was made out of a small 5mm steel bar, shaped to the same shape as the cardboard to make a solid structure on which to base the templates. The final templates are just made out of cardboard, just thinner and more dense. That way you can get more accurate shapes, and these will then be transferred onto the steel.
So, as you've seen, I built the framework on the body work. And now that I've finished the framework, I've put on the templates, the cardboard templates. which now I will take off bit by bit in sections, such as this section. This section, I will make a straight line here so that I can join that afterwards. And I will cut them out of steel sheet. Then I will start forming them, and then it's welding them onto the car. Hopefully this will work. There's quite a bit of flat areas, so it will be hard work to keep it nice and flat, but hopefully it will come out nicely. As you've seen, I've been making this wing in steel. If I was going to fit this wing to the car, I would have to finish it off a lot better than this. At the moment, the biggest surprise I had was, I didn't expect it to weigh this much, but we're talking at least 3+ kilos, just this, and I still got to put some other parts onto it. So I suddenly realized I don't want to continue this way with the steel wings. It would be a bit too hard, and so I came up with another solution. I'm going to take this wing, I'm going to clean this weld area up, fill it, sand it, probably going to give a lick of paint to the whole wing, and then use this as a mold, carbon fiber mold. We'll get into how I'll do that later. Probably reinforce it with PVC foam board, give it a bit of thickness and a bit of rigidity, and try and keep it lighter than this. So this was what, 3+ kilos? Hopefully afterwards the carbon one will be lighter. At the moment I'm deciding whether or not to just do this one and do the other ones later on, or if it works, we'll see. So watch this space. But otherwise, the work, I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see, it's pretty smooth. A bit of filling, and this will be very nice. So let's get to work.
First thing to do was finish off the insides of the wings well. As they were steel, the finish was pretty good, just a little light polish was needed. A bit of filler on the angles to make a nice rounded edge, and then it was just a layer of base coat to get a good finish all over. Once that was done, I checked the templates against the mould and all was good, and then transferred those templates onto the foam board. The advantage of this foam board is that by lightly heating it with a hot air gun, you can get it to follow the shape of the mould very easily. After this, it was cutting the materials to shape. I decided to do a rough cut on the carbon. This allowed me to then have excess, which I could play with to try and keep the grain as straight as possible. On the molds I put a bit of PVA, this making certain that we would be able to release them easily afterwards. After this I prepared the plastic liner to make the vacuum bagging and also prepared all the dosage of the resin. I put a piece of carpet on top of the bag to make certain not to rip it, and then started mixing up the resin. A reasonable coat of resin on the mold, this way that it will hold the carbon in position and also leave enough resin on the front. Once you've wet out the carbon enough, I then put on the foam board and then more resin. Some reinforcements on the edges. And then glass to finish it off. The resin I was using has a 4-hour pot life, which gives you a reasonable amount of time to do all the work. After this I put the sheeting in, I put the perforated liner on the material. And then after this, the breather material, which also absorbs excess resin. At this point I could then put everything in the vacuum.
So, finished laying up, finished packing it up. As you can see now, it's starting to pull the excess resin through, slowly but surely. Where there's too much, it comes through like that. And here you can see those excess absorbed cotton material I put in to dissipate the suction so it doesn't block the tube. As you can hear, the pump goes occasionally, but I've got a feeling that's more to do with the pump going backwards. But we're keeping a steady 0.75 about is where it's set. And my pump system, which works the opposite compressor, is working pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see on the back, it's pulling nicely, and we're getting there. So tomorrow, hopefully do a small heat cycle to cure the resin a bit more, and that's it. As you would have seen, I've taken out the moldings from the wings out, and to say I'm happy, wow, no, I'm over the moon. They've come out pretty well. The finish on them, as I said, because I'm using the PVA, is not amazing, but well, it's better than I need. I'm going to be sanding them down. As you can see here, look, they're pretty good. There's some bits which are a bit porousy here, but that's from the PVA where it accumulated, because I had a bit of a problem with the old PVA. And I haven't washed these, so there's still a bit of PVA on them, and that will come off. But the biggest point is this. They weigh nothing. They weigh really nothing. This has still got a lot of cleaning up to do, so you're going to be even lighter. But I've just weighed these two together, and I'll put a picture on the screen now. The two together weighed 1.1 kilos. This front wing here in steel, we're talking 3 kilos, and that's a 1 mil steel sheet. I mean, most of the Minis the same thickness of that. So we're not talking thick steel, we're talking slightly thicker than usual steel today, but if I remember, the other one is 4 kilos. So we're talking 7 kilos for the two wings against 1.1 kilos. It's 6 kilo saving, and I'm absolutely over the moon. The only problem is now I've got to do the whole other side from scratch. So in the video you've seen how I built this body kit from scratch. I'm pretty happy with it. The finish is to be worked on, not attached on, still got to take it off. But the positioning on, once I take the framework off, is pretty good. The idea is to be bolted on across here and to put some a rubber liner on there between the bodywork and the wings. The front end, I'm thinking of doing that later on, because at the moment I'm not certain where the subframe is going to go, because that will be in another episode. I want to rebuild the front subframe. I'm not happy with that. And also then I've got to start looking on how to do this side, some air intakes, the side sills, the supports, and also the rest. But otherwise, it's looking good. I'm happy. Now I've got to do the other side. So that's all back to square one.